Tonight, we bring you this very special televised broadcast. If you can hear me through your ear holes, please type in the message box yes or no, or anything else you'd like to type. I'm really excited about this evening, and as you can tell, I'm acting goofy because anytime I get excited, I start to act a little goofy. But fear not, we'll have a good time, it'll be educational, and I have the highest confidence that your time will be well spent and you'll have a lot of fun in the process. First, before we get going, I want to make sure you can see the screen like I can, and it says The Underground, better than affiliate marketing. Can you see that okay, kids? Okay, I think I'm getting back to normal now. Can you guys see the screen? Awesome. Well, guys, I want to let you know, first off, I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here tonight, and I'm confident we're going to have a lot of great information. However, I like to be authentic. I like to be honest. I'm going to tell you exactly where we're at. This presentation was not some slick presentation created to make a lot of sales. In fact, it didn't exist a bit ago because I reached out to the individual who's going to be hosting and presenting this information for you. And I said, generally, I'm really interested myself. I'd love to see what you do. I want to learn more about it. And do I think it's better than affiliate marketing? Absolutely. In so many respects, yes. And as we kind of move into this, and towards the end, as we get to questions, I'll explain why that is. But one of the things I want to bring to your attention is that affiliate marketing is getting very, very crowded. And this is something that I don't see a lot of people doing. What we're going to cover tonight has been around for a long time, and it basically involves buying and selling, and you can do it in a way that's pretty hands-free. You don't have to meet your prospects face-to-face. You don't have to talk to them over the phone. You can acquire assets pretty cheaply, and you can sell them at a great price increase. In other words, you can buy something cheap and sell it at a higher price and makes lots of money. Now, why I think that is perhaps better than affiliate marketing is because you're in control. You're not working for another company. You're not hoping that they'll approve you as an affiliate. You're in total control. You have more creative freedom, and that can give you such a dramatic edge in online marketing. So that's a little bit about our webinar tonight. I want to introduce you to Mr. Dark Overlord, and that's Gene Pimentel. And I probably said your name a little wrong, or I hope I did okay, Gene. But Gene, it's a pleasure to have you on tonight, and I'm super excited to be here and to take in what you're going to share, buddy.
Brian, you can call me anything you'd like, whether it's pronounced right or not. The last name is pronounced Pimentel.
Pimentel, okay.
Pimentel or Pimentel. It depends on what part of the country you're from.
Okay, well, that's pretty easy. Pimentel, just like it looks.
Exactly.
But I prefer Mr. Dark Overlord.
Well, I'll be Mr. Dark Overlord tonight.
Well, awesome. So everybody, Gene's going to share with us what he's been doing for over 10 years to make an incredible full-time income online. And here's the thing I want to first, before we jump in, I want to share with you the highest paid affiliate marketers are those people that are in control of their own marketing. They have their own products to sell. They get results in a certain way. They have their own products. They have their own marketing strategy. In other words, they do something else besides just affiliate market, and they become an expert in one particular area. And Gene is an expert in domain names. And thus, I bet Gene could crush it, and I bet he has in affiliate promotions where domain strategies are involved because he is an expert. And this is truly a great way to get started, whether you're a newbie or you've been around a while. We all need great domain names, and we're going to learn how to acquire them, how to keep them for ourselves, or how to flip them for an incredible profit. So, Gene, I hope I did you justice setting up this webinar. I'm super excited. I'm going to mute myself. And we'll take questions at the end. So if you guys have got questions, we'll absolutely take those at the end. So Gene, thanks a lot for being here. I'm excited. Take it away, my friend.
All right, Brian. You know, I rarely do webinars like this, especially with the content I'm going to provide. But I respect you so much. You know, I really appreciate you. You're one of the great guys in the business, and it's a pleasure to be here. And excuse my voice, it may sound a little raspy because I've got a slight sore throat here, but I'll get through it. So I guess we should just get started right away. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because you're not here to listen about me. You want to learn about the process of domaining. But I'm originally from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and you can tell by the accent probably. But I live in upstate New York now with my awesome wife, Rowie, and 3 furry kids, which are kittens. So we are in a small town up here by the lake, and it's wonderful. But I do miss the civilization sometimes. Rowie and I actually met about 10 years ago on a dating site. And there we are. We got married about 10 years ago, actually. And this is our honeymoon, playing with the dolphins. So we love to cruise. We love to take vacations to the Bahamas and where it's warm, because here in Oswego, New York, it gets awfully cold. So I've been involved with internet marketing since 1996, and my background is in offline marketing, advertising, direct mail sales. I had a business that I started way back when, and it was strictly direct mail. This is before internet times. And once I discovered the internet, it just opened up my whole world of business. I sold business services, but they were physical products as well as services that needed customer meetings and so forth. But once the internet opened up for me, I transferred my entire business to the internet. And once I did that, and I got a few domains for my business and so forth, one day I received an email that just blew my mind. It was 7 words that changed my life. One single email. Oops, I went a little too far there. I'm missing a slide. But basically, let me just back up here and check something. Here it is. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So what was the 7-word email I received that changed my life over a decade ago? And it was, would you consider selling your domain name? Well, that question, I mean, it just blew my mind because, and I apologize, the slides are mixed up. Let me backtrack a little bit here. And we'll catch up. So those 7 words were, would you be interested in selling your domain name? I'll get back to that in a moment. And Brian already burst the bubble here a little bit by telling you what the underground was. And this underground thing is a thing that many people have been doing since the beginning of the internet. Many have made millions, many have made hundreds of thousands, and many have made consistent job replacing incomes. But I need you to forget everything you know about internet marketing. So do you agree that you'd like to learn about what this whole system is that is better than affiliate marketing? Just type yes in the chat box if you agree, because if you don't, then it won't make sense for me to continue. So Brian, you seen a lot of yeses there? I think you have your mic off, so I'll just assume that there are. So I'm assuming that everybody here is to learn. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. We're getting tons of yeses. Everyone is dialed in. We're ready to really hear what you have to say, and this is great. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So,
excellent. Okay, let's proceed. In the next hour or so, you're going to learn everything you need to know about generating good chunks of cash, hundreds and even thousands of dollars at a time. And at the end of this training session, I'm going to give you the opportunity to take it much further, and I'd love for all the attendees here to participate. But either way, rest assured, you will get enough information from this free training tonight to make money right away. So here's that slide that was mixed up, and would you consider selling your domain name? And of course, I was just blown away by that question because I didn't even know a domain market existed. I was brand new to the internet, And the next slide is going to be out of line, but we'll get back to that question again once we do get back in sync with the slides. So yeah, that's it. I was stunned. People buy domain names. Why would they do that when they can just register one for $10? Well, my reply to the email was also short, but I felt it needed 9 words. I said, well, I suppose. What do you have in mind? They replied with an offer for $2,500, and I was just floored. I mean, don't they realize that I paid less than $10 for this domain name? I asked around to my business buddies who were much more savvy than I was in these matters, and they confirmed that this was truly a thing. They told me I should take the offer and buy them all a night on the town for helping out. And I said, I took half their advice, and I did sell a domain name for $2,500, and I've never looked back. That was a brand new opening for my business. I spent most of the following week learning as much as I could about buying and selling domains. That week turned into 3 years of completely immersing myself into learning the business inside and out. In actuality, I've never stopped learning to this day. But to be clear, the business I'm talking about is domain flipping, not domain investing. There's a big difference. Domain flipping typically means you register a domain for under $10 and quickly sell it for hundreds or even thousands. Domain investing, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame. That's when you typically purchase a domain from somebody for many thousands of dollars and sell it for double or triple that price. For the past decade, I focused on domain flipping because it's a much more flexible and forgiving model. Before we go any further, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Domain flipping is much more lucrative today than it has been at any time in the past. Anytime. That's a bold statement, but I'll prove that to you beyond the shadow of a doubt throughout this training session. In fact, later in the session, I'm going to teach you a very specific method to quickly find highly marketable domain names and quickly sell them for hundreds each. Are you interested? I want to hear a lot of yeses right now. Or at least see the yeses in the chat box. All right, a lot of people coming through. So why is domain flipping so lucrative today? Well, the answer is quite simple: supply and demand. It's so much harder today for a typical business to find